Move on to the 7th on the programme, and race number 7 is a Class 3 over the 1,800 metres, headed by Consort, and Oisin Murphy's in town. He'll ride him for Tony Cruz. General Sherman, last start winner over the 2,000 metres, a big price as well. Jade Fortune, all-weather winner over the 1650 back in January. Marzouk, 4th behind Go Beauty Go last time out. Dynamic Eagle, runner-up course and distance 2 starts back. We've got Acclaimed Light, last start winner at Happy Valley over the extended mile. Sky Melody finished 4th behind Outlawed at the Valley last time. And Mark Cooler up to the 1,800 metres for the first time.
Interesting speed map, this, because it depends a lot on what Glorious Forever does. He just had the one run so far and he finished last. High Volatility is an absolute stonewall leader, and he might just be able to, if he's getting uncontested lead, be a difficult one to pass here in the latter stages over the 1,800. Consort, by the way, Oisin Murphy, you mentioned him, 10th jockey in his Hong Kong career.
Marzouk. Now, Joe Moreira's been with this horse from day one, and he's getting better and better with racing. He did improve again. 3rd run to finish 4th behind Go Beauty Go. Now he's up to 1,800. You have to consider him again. Dynamic Eagle. This guy went on to the all-weather last start. Don't really think it was ideal for him, but prior to that, he ran a very good second behind Jolly Jean over this course and distance. Has trialled particularly well also leading into this race back on the turf.
All right, there's a number of these who are dropping back in trip from the 2,000 back to the 1,800 metres. They finished behind General Sherman last time out. It was certainly a surprise to me and maybe a few others, because he went around at $49.
It was a surprise to me as well, Andrew. The thing is about this race, it went really hard, and the closers have really come into this late. Sangria, you can see, staying on there as well. Consort, who was towards the head of affairs, sort of weakens out of it quite quickly. Whether he'll get that again, General Sherman, he might, and he might just have turned the corner this season, but he'd been average prior to this. 48-1 on this particular occasion as well. I've got him marked down on the shortlist, but I didn't put him in the numbers in the end.
No, I'm staying away from this race, actually. General Sherman has done that in the past before. He stays on off the back of a strong tempo. I'm not quite sure he'll get the speed that he wants here.
All right, OK, we'll move on to another last start winner, an Acclaimed Light. This is a Happy Valley 1650. He's tried the 1,800 metres before and he's placed as well.
Yeah, I like this fella's consistent profile when he gets 1,800 metres, whether it be Sha Tin or Happy Valley. He's not drawn a good gate, 13, but if Karis Teaton can sneak him in that long run to the bend over the 1,800, I think he can go all right here. I've, in the end, managed to find a spot for him.
Yeah, or he can just travel forward too with a long run down the back stretch, John, and maybe try and get up on the speed and slot in somewhere there. I haven't got him in the tips, but he is going well to consider. All
right, Sky Melody, more Happy Valley form here. Again, once it's over the 1650, look how he stays on in the closing stages. The extra trip looks like it will suit.
Yep, it does. I've been with him, or certainly considered him, the last couple of starts, as have you, Andrew, and I think Paul Lally has been quoted as saying should have won this race and probably should have gone close, no doubt, you can see there. But he does do a few things wrong, so I think coming back to Sha Tin's a better track for him. Lightish weight, reasonable barrier. Zach Purton gets a lot of ticks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he won over an extended mile in Queensland when he was racing there, and he's just, you know, his curve has gone nicely upward here in Hong Kong, and I think he's ready to win.
All right, OK, all sounds good. What about Marzouk? He's been improving in 3 starts, certainly as far as his finishing position is concerned. This is behind Go Beauty Go.
Well, we talk about improvement curves. This fella's definitely on one as well. When he was over in the UK, he won over 2,000 metres, so he's getting nearer that sort of trip here. A well-run 1,800 should suit him nicely. Don't think I managed to find a spot for him, but again, he's a definite chance.
He won a 3-year-old race at Newmarket in July, and they're generally pretty strong races, as you guys would know. So, yeah, now getting to 1,800, I think he's going to get better. So he's finished 4th there. You'd envisage he could probably finish a little closer.
All right. Interesting, there's place money here for Good Omen, but Sky Melody's our favourite, Brett.
He is, yeah. I ended up going with Dynamic Eagle, Andrew. Just going back 2 runs. I'm going to forget the run on the dirt and go on the basis of that second over the course and distance from a wide alley behind Jolly Jean. Trialled nicely leading in. Quiet trial behind Southern Legend. Of course, representing Hong Kong in Singapore. Sky Melody, Marzouk and Patriot Hero. I'm probably due to let him go, actually, with my 3 tip and they're out scenario, but I'm going to stretch the boundaries here. Just coming back to Sha Tin, 8, 13, 6 and 5. I think the 8 might be a reasonable banker, possibly a double banker, 8 and 13 if you want to play exotics.
Yeah, I've sneaked Patriot Hero in as well. His best run so far in Hong Kong was over the 1,800 here at Sha Tin. He gets in on a minor position for me, a 4th line. Sky Melody on top. Jade Fortune is a much bigger price at the moment than I thought he'd be. A couple of unlucky runs on the all-weather when he's been posted wide. This time round, he should get a nice run in transit. And if you go back far enough, you'll find a good run over 1,800 metres when he was drawn well. I think he can go well at a nice price. Acclaimed Light Gate 13 doesn't look great, but he's got a very consistent record at 1,800 metres. And Patriot Hero, I think, goes well as well. But I like 4 and 13 there as a QQP with a favourite and one at a price.
All right, Sky Melody for me as well. Of course, Consort does make his way into the numbers once.
Oh, some loyalty.
Right, next up for us is the big one, the Group 1, the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. Pakistan Star, so good in the QE2. 1 of 3 in the race for Tony Cruz. Gold Mount chased him home on that occasion. And the third is our possible lead. He bolted up last time out. That's Exalted.